Hi everyone, it's Daphne from Scrap and Create. Today I'm going to share a completed mini album featuring the Joy to the World Christmas collection from Graphic 45. So the dimensions on the album are 7.5 by 9.5 and 3.5 inches deep. So I did a fair amount of fussy cutting on the cover. So this flower is fussy cut, and then I fussy cut and popped the angel and the Joy to the World banner along with this bell and popped it. And then sometimes it's hard to tell in this light, but I used what's called Winkostella, which adds just a little bit of glitter sheen to some of the elements on this. So I did her wings, her dress, the bell, and then everywhere there was a little candle, I went ahead and added the Winkostella. And in person you can see it. It might not be coming through on the video. So we do have Winkostella. It's in our shop, and I love using it to just sort of accent things. It's very subtle. Here I have a piece of filigree. If you purchase the collection from us, you'll get four pieces of filigree, and you'll get 6 charms that coordinate with this collection. In addition to what I just talked about, I added the Graphic 45 piece of hardware here. These flowers are from my stash, and they're kind of a buttermilk color, and they went really nicely. Right here, I featured 2 of the tags from the Tags and Pockets. Okay, so that's the cover. So there's some dimension here, which I try to do something on my cover that adds some dimension. I'm pretty happy with it. On the side, it's just actually this sheet kind of rolls around. So it's just split right here. Here is one of the charms that comes in the collection if you purchase the bundle from us. And then I have a nice simple flat back. I like to keep the back simple so that it can lay down. But honestly, most of the time my albums are upended and face out on a bookshelf. I find that if you display this in that manner, people just can't seem to walk by them. They want to pick them up. And that's good, because the whole idea of a photo album is to share your photos. Okay, so here we are on the inside cover. So I have a card here. It's held closed by a magnet. And this is a sticker piece here, and a piece of ephemera and one of the Tags and Pockets. All of the papers on this page are 12 by 12. This is a 12 by 12. All of the papers featured in the waterfall are from the 8 by 8 pad. Somebody had asked me to start going over that, so I'm going to try to do a better job of that. And the tag here is actually, I took 2 small ephemera pieces and used the Graphic 45 die to cut them down to fit perfectly on the tag. So these are actually ephemera pieces that I've cut down. Here's another piece of the ephemera that would be in your package if you buy the bundle from us. Okay, and then there's a large photo mat. And for each one of the 5 pages, there's a large photo mat. Okay, so that's page 1. Page 2, I did some fussy cutting. So I fussy cut these flowers. And I think I actually trimmed them off the cover as part of the cover. I had some leftover paper. So I fussy cut that out. This is a piece of ephemera that I've card backed to tuck in here. And then this is a tag, which is part of the cut aparts, 12 by 12. And this is Tags and Pockets. All the paper on this panel and the lower panel are from the 12 by 12. That's true here and here as well. So both the top flap inside and out and the bottom flap inside and out come from the 12 by 12 patterns and solids. And then this is a strip from the cut apart of the 12 by 12. And this is also a 12 by 12 pattern. And this is just a paperback part of this strip here, so that if you have a picture, you can stagger it. Okay, the top element here is a sticker that's been paperbacked. And I paperback for 2 reasons. One, I only want to partially adhere it because I want to be able to tuck my photo under it, or have the option to tuck my photo under it. And the other reason I like to paperback it is I like it to be more rigid. So that's the 2 things. Okay, so now we're on to page 3. So on page 3, I featured 2 of the Graphic 45 regular ivory tags. And this ribbon that you see here comes as one of the 4 coordinating ribbons as part of the bundle. Okay, so this is a pocket that holds these 2 tags, and I've paperbacked both sides. So I was thinking journaling maybe on one side and a photo on the other. And then this opens, and this actually is wide enough to hold a 4x6 photo this way. So this is a 4x6 piece of ephemera, so you can see you could easily place a 4x6 photo here. This is a piece of chipboard that I've just left open-ended. This is a solid piece. It's just color blocked. Both sides are color blocked just to make it more interesting. Okay, and then there's another large photo mat. And the photo mat, this one is covered with the 8x8. 8x8, yeah. I have to look back at this one. Yes, all the photo mats are covered with 8x8 photos that are, or 8x8 collection pack that are pieced together. All right, so the next one opens up like so. And I've done some additional color blocking. This is from the cut-aparts. Piece of ephemera. Tag from Tag and Pocket. This is a cut-apart. All the elements here come from 12x12 collection pack or from the Patterns and Solids. There we go. And then this is just an ephemera card that I have made into a card, so you can place 2 photos or photo and some journaling. Okay, the next page, it's got a flap that goes up. Here's a paperback sticker here. Room for photos here and here, like so. And also you could feature a photo on the front. And then 2 more of the tags. So I used a total of 8 tags, which is 1 pack. You get 9 tags in a pack. I've only used 8. And again, I used the Graphic 45 die to cut these down so that they fit perfectly. In addition to using the die, I also had to trim off a slight bit on the end because I actually scored the tag and used part of the tag as the hinge. So there, you can either attach a separate hinge, or you can do what I did, which is shorten the hinge or shorten the tag just a little bit. But then if you do and you die cut, you've got to come back and trim your tag down just a little bit. Okay. All right, there we go. Again, these are all 8x8s. All the inserts are 8x8 sheets. And I'm looking at this. This is all 12x12 Patterns and Solids or collection pack. This is a sticker. This is a sticker. I'm touching it because if it's smooth, I can tell it's a sticker. And that's another sticker as well. Again, 12x12 and or 12x12 or Patterns and Solids. Okay. Same here. And you can tell, because I can tell at least from the scale. So that's from the 8x8. That's the 12x12. And then of course some of the patterns don't. None of the patterns are in the 8x8s. It's only a collection pack. Okay, 12x12. This is a cut apart. This is 2 pieces of ephemera. And I actually just tucked them here to show how you could arrange 2 photos on this cover. And then in this case, it's a card. So you can do some journaling on the inside or put some photos on the inside. Okay, I did a similar feature on the inside. I've only adhered it across the center so that you can slightly tuck your photos or your ephemera cards behind it. Here I've put a label so you could title the event. And then inside the pocket are 2 cards that can be filled with photos or journal. And this is part of the cut aparts right here. So all of this again is from 12x12s. Okay, and then all of this is 8x8s. Okay, here we go. Now you can start to see the repeat in the designs. So I do use different paper, but I'm reusing the flap fold design. Okay, so there's two tags, and I've kind of done it so that you can journal on one side, enjoy the paper on one side, and add photos to the other. Okay, this is also a flap. And then there's room for photos here. So you could place a large photo here and do some journaling. I've left this relatively open. This can easily hold 2 photos up and down or one side by side. You could do a little bit of collage. And this is a sticker, chipboard. Here's a piece of ephemera. This is one of the ribbons that you get as part of the bundle. Left it so you can open it, and this is just a red mat for decoration. This whole thing flips open. We have a piece of chipboard in the corner. This is part of the cut-aparts, which I'm really happy with the way that turned out. And then another, that's the same thing. So these are all 12 by 12 or patterns and solids. These I've just fastened together to make it a little tuck spot for your photos or your memorabilia. And here I've left this chipboard open-ended, and I'll scoot that down so you can see the whole thing. There we go. All right, so that makes a very pretty layout. So it's very consistent going all the way down. And that closes. This is our last photo mat. And then on the last page, it's the similar as page 1. I've used same collection with a different card in front, and I've added a different piece of ephemera on top of this tag. So I tagged this, I scored the tag at a 1/2 inch on the bottom. So if you use the die cut, you will have to trim down the designer paper slightly. This is also another one of the ribbons that comes as part of the bundle collection. And there's the reverse side. This is a piece of ephemera that I actually put in upside down on purpose because it left more room for writing. I didn't want the grommet hole to be in the middle of my lines. Another piece of filigree. So you have 4 operating waterfall pieces and 1 fixed piece. And the tag holds everything in place. There you go. And this is similar to the front as well, and this is held together with a magnet. So that is it for the Joy to the World album. I hope you guys enjoyed. We have the bundle in our shop right now. Everything you see here is part of the bundle with the exception of these flowers and the hardware, but everything is available for sale in our shop. I'm sorry, not everything. The flowers are not. So take a look, and if you click the More button, you will see all the links to the shop for the items that I've used in this album. In addition to that, if you scroll just beyond that, you'll see the cut list for this project. So be sure to check that out and come over and take a look at what's in our shop. We appreciate it if you give us a shot. If you're interested in buying the bundle, we do our best to be competitive, and we'll continue to try to bring you relevant content here on this channel. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I apologize for being a little bit late on this. I wanted to get this out a little bit sooner, but it's been a little bit of a challenge for me. So thanks for tuning in. This is Daphne saying goodbye for now.